All right, everyone, welcome back to Mac Street Garage. This video was going to be me taking off the steering wheel, steering column bolt, securing bolts, final couple bolts on the steering box, and removing the connection linkage from the Pitman arm. That's what I had planned. Last night, I got out my blaster stuff, put the blaster on the rusty bolt, or the nut, let it soak overnight, come out this morning to put some more on, and it did this. Nothing. It's like, pfft, nothing's coming out. The nozzle's all the way up. The switch is all the way on. Nothing. There's nothing plugging that. So, trash. Anyway, so then I get out my inch socket, which I'm figuring why would it be more than an inch? Too small. I get out my 1 1/8. Too small. So then I go on Facebook, YouTube, try to figure out what size nut that is. And everybody, including the experts at Kaiser Willis, said it was 1 1/2 inch, which on the Jeeps they were working on, that is probably true. But this was a Farmer's CJ2A, and as you've seen from previous videos, not all the same size bolts go where the bolts are supposed to be. So, my 1 1/8 inch didn't work. Kaiser Willis said it was 1 1/2 inch. I go to my local Ace Hardware because that's the place with the helpful hardware folks. Buy my 1 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch drive socket, come back to the house, bing, bang, boom, it's too big. So, I run back up to Ace, exchange it for 1 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 fits, and I buy another jug or spray bottle of the blaster. So I put the blaster on, letting it soak. So now I'm going to go and try to see if this nut will loosen up. I'd use my tripod, but right now at 1:30 in the afternoon, it is 97 degrees and 87% relative humidity. So I have to keep my phone in the shade. So stand by, I'll be right back. Okay, I took my little propane torch, heated it up until I started melting stuff I didn't really want to melt. Got the wire brushed it off. Took a flat tip screwdriver, dug all that crud out from around it. Wire brushed it again. So now let's try this brand new 1 1/2 inch socket. I also have the persuader. So, well, anyway, I'm just hoping that it doesn't snap off. Now, the hard part is to do this, hold the steering wheel still, hold on to the ratchet to make sure the socket doesn't come off the nut and strip the nut, and hit it with a persuader. So let's see what I can do. Uh-oh, it's loose. Well, it was. Oh. Oh. Holy mackerel. That's on there tight. Well, rusted anyway. Holy crap. Okay, this is going to take a little bit longer. You You can see how tight that is, and you heard it. I want to get this cell phone out of the sun. I'll be back in just a minute. All right. Well, that was a bit more effort than what I thought it was going to be. I think I'm going to invest in like a ratchet binder. So if I have to hold something in place while I take another nut off, it might be a good idea. But anyway, I got it taken care of. I did make a slight mistake. I did not wipe off the penetrating oil, which caused the socket to slip and almost strip out this nut. So I wiped off the penetrating oil, took a wire brush off as much as I could, took my torch, heated it up, burn off all of the loose rust and the penetrating oil, got it as dry as I could, and then made, I don't even think it was 1/8 turn, maybe it was like just maybe 2 or 3 inches at a time with the ratchet, and got it. Took a little while, took a lot of work, a lot of effort, but it's off now. So now I know that I need to get a die set, because I'm going to have to come back in here and clean up these threads to make that nice. I'm going to have to order a whole new brand new kit from the horn all the way back to the button on top to get that taken care of. The wire actually feeds down through the steering column out to where the horn is. That's for a later project. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray penetrating oil on the bolts that hold the steering column in place, and then wait until tomorrow. Because right now it's 96 degrees, about 1:45 in the afternoon, I think it is now, and the humidity is about 87%. There's very little breeze blowing, and all of the metal on this Jeep is too hot to touch. So, with that being said, put my tools away, spray on the penetrating oil, and I'll shoot another video tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to cut, edit, print, send this video for those that are interested to see my progress with my 1947 CJ2A Jeep, the original SUV.